I reported on Dorset Council recently and the exorbitant wages that they're paying themselves, earning more as county councillors than MPs and even Boris Johnson in some cases. And I questioned where the money to pay them is coming from and how the police should look into potential fraudulent activity within the council. Personally, as I think they should with every council. And this report is exactly why I made that suggestion. Although a different council, it does prove my point perfectly. Harrow Council employees have allegedly siphoned off £2 million in a scam that saw street repairs being done, but only on one side of the road. Local residents started to notice something was wrong when Harrow Council started repairing roads, but only repairing the one side. It turns out that after an investigation, 4 council employees accepted kickbacks from a builder in return for giving him tender for the contract to fix the roads. Secret filmings were undertaken, and following the investigation, 5 men were arrested. The video investigation is said to have been unsolicited, as in someone took it upon themselves to film the evidence and hand it to the council, which I have to say probably only acted on it because they hadn't been cut in on the deal themselves. A source has allegedly said the recordings suggest that those involved may have received inappropriate financial benefits from dealings between the two parties. Police say that they were alerted in August last year. Police spokespersons said, "We were made aware of allegations of fraud whereby payments were allegedly received by employees of a North London council in return for awarding contracts to provide council services." He said 4 council staff and a 5th man were quizzed and bailed under investigation. Local Tory MP Bob Blackman said the people in charge should be held to account for this criminal waste of taxpayers' money. Harrow Council said it was cooperating with the police probe. Now, as a side note, seeing as Bob is speaking up about criminal waste of taxpayers' money, Bob himself was at the centre of his own monetary scandal in 2015 after the Independent Parliamentary Standards Authority investigated his spending and said he had a pattern of overspending in connection with more than 700 inaccurate driving expense claims. An investigation that led to him having to pay back more than £1,000. The Independent Parliamentary Standards Authority said that almost all of the mileage claims submitted by Bob over a 19-month period had been inflated, and that mileage claims submitted by Mr Blackman are in almost every instance not accurate and greater than the distance travelled. Very interesting, Bob. Now, I think we all know this is one of the perks of being in the council or any other role that sees you with dominion over the general public, such as police, the national government. So it likely comes as no surprise. But surprise or not, this shit should not be happening, especially while we, the people who pay their wages, are suffering in poverty and struggling to feed our families and ourselves. This is exactly what I believe to be happening during COVID, with certain members of the Cabinet and Parliament awarding contracts to companies who either had set up within days or who had changed their trading name or who had absolutely no experience in the medical supply industry at all, but were awarded multi-million-pound contracts, in some cases hundreds of millions, and yet there's still no investigation into those cretins. Now, if you're sat at home now and you have the smallest belief that our government wants to genuinely protect you, whether that's national or local government, please give your head a wobble. This kind of thing is going on all the time, and while these people in positions of authority lord it over us, fail to do their jobs and steal our tax money, we will continue to suffer the consequences of their utter disregard and contempt for the general public. Big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.